Good morning, and good news, actually. Good news, everyone. We have friggin' patch notes. So, 85B just came out. Long story short, on the class list, Phalanx and Iron Will got swapped around. Basically didn't want to leave anybody without Phalanx for a while, since basically that would have been the result of leaving them as they were. So, Iron Will got renamed to Aegis. Some White Knight and Paladin skills got their levels adjusted. Then under spells inactive, Glare got reduced to 30 TP and 15 RT to be cheaper than Lament of the Dead. So that was good. I was wondering about that one. Let's see next. Yeah, Iron Will had to be renamed to something shorter, so they'll try Aegis, since it has to be under 7 letters. Which I was joking that it needs to be called Man Mode, but whatever, you know. Please don't actually call it that. That would be really dumb. Anyway. Racial templates. Fairies got a -4 RT bonus, -2 to Gremlins, and slightly reduced base stats. Personally, I was already pretty underwhelmed by the Gremlins, so I'm curious to see what comes up out of that guy later on. Shifted Pumpkinhead Golem stats to make them a bit tougher. So far, the only time I've actually run into Pumpkinheads, they've completely wrecked my bacon, so I'm curious to see how that goes. Fulkert has a different sprite with an arguably nicer haircut. That is right here. He got the, who's this? Martim? Martim sprite? I think that was Martim's, recolored sprite. Anyway. Yeah, it does look nicer. It does match his, portrait a little bit better than the last one. The weird bulk of those sprites still feels a little odd to me, but you know what? I think I'm gonna get used to that one. I kind of like it. Especially, like, next to this guy. I don't know what it is. I think it's just the chin or something. Even that doesn't feel like it's it. There's something that, like, at first glance seems a little funky about their sprites, but then, like, you get used to it, and I don't know what that is. But yeah, I like this one. And, Voltaire, he's finally back to being a Red Knight, so I'm happy about that. What else? How was Voltaire? He was that same sprite, actually, just a blue version. Alright. Racial templates and all that, yeah, so the last one was Voltaire's sprite, which got changed back to that Red Knight, which I'm very happy about. He's just a slightly different knight. That's kind of his shtick. And I gotta agree, he was mentioning yesterday that this look for Sarah reminds a lot of Orson from KOL. It really does. Never really thought about why it matched so much, but yeah, totally does. Okay, so I think we are good to go here. I forgot what Voltaire was. You're a Terror Knight now? I don't know if there's even... Whatever, I think I'll probably stick with Trafalgar for the time being, but I'm pretty sure this next one's the boss. Grab a save here just to get rid of my old one from the old version. And let's give this a go. So, assuming this is the boss, let's go ahead and get... If I remember right, there's like one skeleton over here, there's 2 to the left, so I'm gonna have one middle of the line healer around there, and then one off to the left. So as I'm doing his thing. Nomius will be a good magnet as always. Swap out Voltaire for Ravenous, because there's a cool thing I want to do with the 2 White Knights. Echinopus and Sarah feel like they'll be very useful with their bows. Put Rudlam in. I feel like I want to put Rudlam in. You know what? I'll put him in. No, I'll put him in next time. No, you know what? Put him in instead of Nomius. And for that matter, let me make sure that he's decked out. Any good armor for you is that. So I swap out here. I think Waste, I can probably go for some heavy armor for now. Kind of her roll anyway. Give you that Damask Vest. Give you... Can't use a helmet, but I think you can use some other stuff. I think these, because I'm just trying to stack avoidance on him. Kidney Spike, that's probably going to be the best dagger I have. Yeah, he's one level away from actually using the dagger he came with. That's fine. Shield-wise, how do I not have any boulders? Oh, that's barely a difference anyway. That'll be fine. All set up to be a frontliner. In that case, you know what? I will probably just leave Ravenous, take out Ozma, and then put Nomius in there. Sounds like a good plan. Because mostly I want Nomius to take all of his slow bulk and everything and just kind of Snorlax his way to the front. I just go and take as many shots, and yeah, this is the ball. And then he goes down, and he's like, oh my god, all these people are petrified. Oh noes. They look so lifelike. And not at all completely missized for people's proportions, but I suppose they've got some extra stone bulk. And, you know what? Those one-handed spears, just want to say they are canon confirmed in the game already, no need to change anything. Because look at this mess right here. Like, it's a knight, he's got a one-handed spear, and guess what he totally doesn't have in base game? It was there the whole time. We just didn't look hard enough. I kid you not, that just completely drove me up the wall the first few times playing through this game. I want my spears, dang it. Oh, didn't knock him off the cliff. Oh well, I'm gonna go Alcolas, I think. Want him to get up close to the boss next time. Or, you know what? This feels like one of those fights where they'd leave an Enchilada in one of these guys. I'm not talking about actual enchiladas, I mean the Enchidrons. Or Enchidarians, or... I think that's pronounced Enchidron. But, either way, those things. Go over here. Charge up a tiny little bitty bit. So, kind of was doing this side-by-side thing for comparison's sake, and going through the same scenarios on the base game and then on the mod. And, kind of funny to see the differences. Like, the way that the damage scaling goes, like, comparatively, he does less damage to these two, but then ends up doing a little bit more to her. Just tested this a few minutes ago, actually. And really, part of the reason for even doing that in the first place is, I probably should have... Diligent will be fine, she'll have enough points. Part of the reason for even doing that in the first place is just kind of general curiosity. Because, you know, I've always wondered what exactly logic was. Like, it's... I don't know. The original logic of the game, I know there has to be something there. It's probably digging out a conspiracy that doesn't exist, but... always made me wonder. Because there was just so much thought put into stuff that didn't seem like it deserved any thought. Looking at the interviews, they're like, yeah, we got basically everything we wanted to in there. Like, why was the balance completely just dumb then? Happened. Yeah, comparatively, by the way, original version, he was doing like 30 damage with the same weapon, which is kind of funny because he wasn't actually supposed to have it. But so it could have just been from stats not applying or something. Who knows? But it's definitely nice that he can actually counter now. Base game spear users, especially if you relied on a heavy countering strategy, They got completely shafted once they switched to the whole 2 to 3 range crap. I don't know. It feels like what they could have done there originally was like you get the upgraded version and then it gets the extra range or something. I mean, I guess what they wanted was like, okay, we're introducing pole axes, and well, not just halberds more so than pole axes. Like, okay, they'll have a short range like, dead zone penalty kind of thing, which would make sense if they didn't then go and apply that to all the other spears and whatever the hell happened there. But whatever, hardly a factor now because we've got mod, dang it. Got the mod and it's amazing. Use glare to take care of that. Try to. You go shank this guy. Or lady. I think it's a guy. Mostly because I want him around on the side there. You go and exercise. A base version of this fight. Didn't even get close to these guys fast enough to exercise them. So this is an improvement, of course. Not like it really even bears saying, because frankly everything's an improvement. Yeah. You up to scratch? Yep. Weirdly enough, in base game, Azelston seemed bizarrely overpowered. Not sure why. He just wasn't taking any damage from anything. But I think at some point that ends up getting just chalked down to switching game modes over and over. Seems like eventually that would break something. I'm like 90% sure it did. So I wouldn't exactly call it a scientific test. More of a why the hell not kind of thing. See if we can snipe you off a cliff. Dang. Tempting as that is, no. Oh, he was going for the kill. Jeez. Oh man, brutal skeleton. It's funny because in both versions they will occasionally try to do that. Weird that they okay, it's not that weird that they programmed it in, but it's a little funny. As much as I want to go back, I don't. You don't have that ability, do you? I forgot to check everybody's abilities before starting this. Get ruinated! Wait, right, I was... Oh, crap. Well, hopefully there aren't any enchiladas in here. Actually, there's a good friend Google. Alright. Complete crafting, recipe book, and Charidian topic. Where's Palace of the Dead here? In shrine, not shrine. Ampua. Nope. Nothing in this one. Fantastic. Okay, we can just go ahead and completely just dominate this fight then. End it. Alright. Good game. There we are. And alright. Clerics finally get their new helmets, I believe. Check that mess out. Yeah, you should have the masks. Even looking here. Yep. Got the masks. Not really sure why that one would make it easy. I guess. You know what? I gotta check something real quick. Is that in both versions or not? Oh, yeah, apparently it did always say you can arm it and bassinet and all that. Interesting. But I'm still not sure why this gives an agility bonus, of all things. I guess slightly lower defense, slightly lower that kind of health. 40. Is this just a downgrade? Well, it weighs less. Slightly less points. You know what? I'm gonna save that for the ones that actually need hitting stuff. These guys I want to be as defensive as possible. And then I'll put those damasks probably on my, on these guys. So for, well, actually no, Caffeine doesn't even need it. It's just hitting everything. Sistina... I know, she's pretty good. Bradford heavily needs it. So, give him one. Voltaire and Trafalgar were pretty lacking in agility as well. Daza... I'm a crapshoot with him, but you know what? It couldn't hurt. Couldn't hurt. Actually, wait a second. Voltaire's agility is nuts. What am I talking about? He is... Ooh, 132? I think that might be the highest in the party. Like, before we get into the level 50 guys. Okay. Well, apparently that's all we can do. Hang on, are you supposed to come back a second time after this point? Okay, I'm gonna drop a save right there, but I'm gonna go back and load it. I could have sworn there's a door you have to go through. Yes, fast forward. Specifically right there. I'm gonna have Canopus go for that door. Fast forward through a bit of this. Yeah, I'm assuming we have to come back a second time in order to actually go deeper. Just in case, on the very off chance that this random bit on the wall is the door, well, what we'll do. There we go. Finally have a turn. Okay. here, hopefully shooting this guy straight off the cliff. Or, no, one of these times it'll happen. One of these days, somebody will be thrown off the cliff. Alright, this is a whole lot of stuff going on with not a lot of Canopus taking a turn. Don't want to completely throw the fight here in case it actually is that particular tile. Oh, wait, right. Got velocity shift bounces off evade. Could have figured. Alright. Go. That is the door. Okay. Time to win the fight again. Stop fast forwarding, because it's the fight for real now. What's stupid is, I knew there was a door there, but I saw the wall and for some reason was expecting more. And getting completely crushed this time. Alright, let's go back a couple turns here, make sure to heal people. That's kind of the problem. Wasn't doing enough healing. Apparently he didn't get his rank up that time. Doing it this way, we might as well go and kill off this guy, probably let Ozma finish him off. Go vigorous on these two. To help them out so they stop taking so many hits. Probably go for you. And probably start getting Tyrannico up. Or Noko. I like calling it Tyrannico. And almost rip Sarah, but thankfully inaccuracies. I don't know, it's weird to say that inaccuracy is such a good feature, but it's a really amazing feature. And I don't know. It's funny how that works. And when I was doing my no skill run last year, it was kind of a similar experience. Oh, wait a minute, the door's open, so... I put him here just in case anyway? I want to see if it triggers it again. Okay. You know what? Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna... go back. I'm gonna take a better turn with him. But I'm dropping a save state right here, so that there's the option of going back. Like, in case that doesn't trigger the door, and If that's the case, then I'll just end up going and, like, off-screening the rest of the fight. But we'll see. Oh, got a message. Apparently Hugh Hefner died. Bye-bye, Bunny Man. He definitely lived a happy life, that's for sure. Right. I move now. Thanks. That feeling when you probably could have moved them one tile less and had them get their heals in on time. Now they gotta wipe everyone up with a spatula. Doesn't matter for now. Get them doing that. Who else needs a heal at this point? I think probably just have them on exorcism duties. Kind of weird. Clerics are kind of the universal zombie janitor, more or less, in this series. Is Ozma still not taking a turn? Oh wait, no, she did finish the other list. Never mind. I'm dumb. I'll go here, see if you can't crit this one off. Nope. Worth a hope. There we go, we got some Aegis. Aegis, whatever. Not gonna pronouncing it Aegis after learning to pronounce that way in Persona ages ago. And have Gigaton. Nope. Alright, well, go over here and see about laying some hurt on these two, I suppose. Potentially do some okay damage there. From what I've found, you can't actually get Mother's Blessing to do extra damage on skeletons, but no, still got the regular heal off anyway. Alright, you guys need to stop popping evade all over the place. Also, no. No. That is unacceptable. Get that same heal, because that's fine. I'll actually go pick this up. That's barely worth it. I don't want my stuff getting stolen. I think if, you know, if immediately crazy modding starts wow, words are difficult. Immediately crazy modding starts happening down the road, it would be kind of cool to see, a thing where if items drop, you just get them automatically. So you don't have to run up and pick them up and all that. Only because, like, I like the idea of going and picking the thing up off the ground, but whenever you run into that same situation where an AI died in a particular spot, another one wants to stand on that particular spot because it was ideal to them for some reason, and then they just keep all trying to get to that particular bag over and over. It's like, dang it, I finally got that book drop. This is the only opportunity I have to actually get to it. And all these a-holes keep trying to pile up on top of it and steal it. Feels like the game trying to delete its rewards for you. Yeah, well. First off, can you do anything better with that major heal? Not really. And caffeine will be fine. He's a sturdy bastard. Go ahead and charge you up a little more then. Actually surprised Donalto's taking hits. He never takes hits. Those evades, though. Formation's a lot more annoying than it was last time. Wish I would have just opened up that door. But oh well. Go for one of these. I want to double check that change. No, it's still the same 57. Oh. That sucks. Got no reason to hit that. Pop a velocity shift before you even move. We'll launch some attacks on these folks. That one. And there we go. With some any luck, she should be pretty close to Kadoba over there. I'm gonna call her... I know it's Zadoba. I like calling her Kadoba. I want her Taco Bell now. Yeah, Kadoba's amazing. It's weird because I've heard it described as lowest common denominator Mexican food, which, well, by someone that I'm assuming has never heard of Taco Bell, but either way, their friggin' Taco Bells are amazing. You know what? Let's drop a Vigorous here. Because I want these two to be staying alive till they can get to the other end, and hopefully they won't get themselves surrounded. We can resurrect one. Like Azelston's the ideal choice there. Do that. You know, it would be really nice to see these guys get like a free, some kind of free move that allows for exorcisms. Which would be kind of overpowered because, I mean, that's kind of a Cashwa's thing. But maybe some ridiculously high cost one. Like, they have it cost 120 or something, so like in this particular situation, where you absolutely need to get a heal, but you also gotta do an exorcism. Would be kind of nice to have. Well, I can exercise this one this turn, or you know what? I think I'm gonna save that for next turn. Have him take out this ghost. We're not dealing with as much incoming damage. I think while we're doing that, we might as well just clear out the rest of these chuckles. Yeah. Ow. Dark. Wham. Voltaire does not give a crap. It seems like he completely doesn't care what direction anyone's facing, he's just gonna hit him regardless. I should probably start taking out some of these permanent kills, huh? Those are super tough, though. There we are. Take out all them skeletons. How are you still living? Grizzleston, dang, you're a survivor, man. Yeah, getting him out of the fight pronto. And this is just more satisfying, like, where he just barely survives stuff all the time. Usually whenever he's at low health and taking a bunch of blocks all over the place, it's really satisfying to watch. Definitely prefer over the original version. Which I would say with a little bit of worry as to whether I'm being accurate, but that literally just happened. Inside, I think. No. Ruination will do the trick just fine. Get an area exorcism. Areacism. Get these two, get some drops. Go get rid of that one in the back, probably, with Diligent. Actually, one thing I'd like to see... Nope, that one's already back. One thing I'd like to see modded in, and I know I'm, like, repeatedly just throwing stuff out there, as far as items and stuff like that go, but okay, like the enchilada books. No, actually I want to drop from that. Enchiladas and Tritians, you know, that sort of thing. I know in KOL, every time there was a unique drop, they were guaranteed to drop it. It would have been pretty cool to see those set as guaranteed drops. I mean, of course, that means that if you end up going and redoing a dungeon a bunch of times, you'll end up getting the same book over and over, but, you know, it feels like they're set as a one-time drop anyway. Unless I'm wrong about something. I think I'm Morpheus, because I pretty much never use it. It's pretty much the same. Yep. Now, do we get that other room? I think if you come back, either her or somebody else that basically mentions, like, hey, there's another route you can take, actually. Yes, okay, so we did unlock it. So that's the kind of crap that goes on here. And then if you end up missing one of the doors, you're just kind of SOL. Because you don't get the option of, hey, go back and refight that fight. It's like, no, you go back and you better have found the door. Otherwise, you're doing, like, 40 fights all over again. Hope you're having fun. So, like, maybe if they did a better job of mentioning, hey, there's hidden doors over here, maybe go check that crap. I could have sworn I gave you a Gisarm. Nope, I couldn't have because I'm out of them. Oh well. I actually picked up some extra weapons to have later for him. So I'm expecting by the end of it, I'll have everyone on, well, Holmreichlans? We'll just call them Unicorn Spears. So, yeah. Those. I meant to pick up a few Damascus spears, but apparently I ended up forgetting that when I ended up going back. Most of their other weapons I have, at least one grade available. So for the swords, I have a couple of Damascus swords, and the Grange, once they get to 25, it shouldn't make that big of a deal. I felt like the two-handers were a pretty big jump, so I picked up a couple of Damascus here. Basically have all the axes I can get up to this point. So I'm sure there'll be something better there. Got a Crucible Lance for Denim until then, just because he's going to be doing crazy damage no matter what. Got a couple of these things. I don't think I have anyone that even uses hammers. They're here. I mean, they've kind of been there, but they're there anyway. The level on 25. Good to know. I was glad to see this one come back. This is one of the ones that you got in KOL. I doubt it would have had the same sprite. Though to be fair, the Matsukaze in KOL looked a little bit bizarre. Like, from a sword design perspective, that thing was like an entire... It was a curved back blade with a weirdly blowback design. Like, why you would have the handle all the way up to the front, who even knows, because you'd basically just have to put extra effort to get more, to get less cut out of it. And then the thing was just bizarrely missized. So, I don't know. I mean, it was cool looking, and it's weird how they used them, because, like, yeah, I'm gonna keep this thing on my back, do some flippy stuff, and then put it right back. With this massive friggin' sword. They basically were it felt like a FF7 reference almost whenever they used that thing. Yeah, at some point I picked up a Grimalkin. I think at some point I was thinking about using this on the Beast Tamers. It actually does a bit of a drainy thing. But yeah, everyone's way too low of a level to even use this thing. Then I picked up a Bolin, but that little gremlin guy hasn't exactly leveled up to that point yet. We'll see. We'll see. A little Ruji here will probably be useful someday. Till then, probably just gonna be kind of hanging out. I'll see about chucking him into some fights if I can find a place for him. Probably some of the upcoming ones. And I think that's about it for now. And yeah, I'll see you in the next part.